Hello everyone, I welcome you all in class 8 biology class. So today I am going to start the third part of first chapter, and the name of chapter is transportation of materials in plant. So the first topic of today is the pathway of water absorbed by the root, and I already drawn the diagram related to that. So let me write the topic: pathway of water absorbed by the root. So I drawn the figure over here. This is the structure which shows the pathway of water absorbed by the root. So let us see, this is the root here as I have written over here, and these are the root cells. This is the structure of root, and the root here is under the soil, and these are the soil and water particle. That means the film of water is also there. Now just see, the amount of water, the concentration of water is maximum here. The amount of water is maximum here as compared to the root here. And I told you about the osmosis in my second video. So just watch that video so you will understand. The concentration of water is maximum here as compared to the root here. That's why the water molecule start moving inside the root here. Now when water molecules are enters in the root here, now what happened? The adjacent cell of root here, now they are having less amount of water as compared to the root here. So because of osmosis, again the water start moving in the adjacent cell, which is known as the cortex. Now same this type of activities happened because the previous cell having the maximum concentration of water other than that of the next cell. So water is moving because of osmosis, and it is just go towards the xylem and phloem, and then it is transported to the other part of plant. So this shows the pathway of water absorbed by the root, and this process is occurred by the process osmosis, and I told you please watch that video for the knowing about the osmosis. Now let's see the another topic, the mineral nutrients in plants. Mineral nutrients in plants. As our body require the minerals for the proper growth, same that of an plant body also require the minerals for the growth. Some minerals are required in huge amount and some are required in less amount. As per that, it is of two type, the macronutrient and the micronutrient. The macronutrient, that means the nutrient which required in huge amount, जिनकी amount ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है plant को, और the nutrient which required in less amount, that is known as the micronutrient. So macronutrient which is required in huge amount, it is the NPK salt, NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Nitrogen, phosphorus and K से होता है potassium. These are the three main nutrients which required in huge quantity. And why this required in huge quantity? Because nitrogen, it helps in protein formation. It helps in protein formation. That's why it is necessary. Now if you will see about the phosphorus, it is also very necessary because it provides energy. And we require energy to performing the work, same that plants also require to energy to provide to perform the work. And potassium, it is very important because it helps in opening and closing of stomata. That's why opening and closing of stomata. That's why these three are very required nutrient, and it is known as the macronutrient. Now the micronutrient, that means which required in less quantity. So micronutrients are iron and zinc. The micronutrient are iron and zinc. And why iron is required? Because it helps in synthesis of chlorophyll. That's why it is required, because chlorophyll is not present, so that process of photosynthesis will be stopped. And this one disactivate the enzyme zinc. Okay, so these are the information about the nutrient which is required by the plant. Now let's see the another topic, the transpiration. Transpiration is a loss of water from the aerial part of plant. That means the removal of water from the aerial part of plant. Transpiration occurs by the three parts of plant. First is through the stomata. Second one is through the lenticels. And the third one is through the cuticle. Now, the main transpiration occurs through the stomata. It is present on the surface of the leaves, and tiny pores are this. About 90% of water. 90% of water is released by the stomata. Lenticels, it is present on the older stems and bars. And this lenticel, it helps in the removal of water, approximate 0.01 to 1%. That means only 1% water is removed by the lenticels. Now if you will see from the cuticle is the upper layer of plant leaf, and this helps in the removal of water from 5 to 10%. Okay, so transpiration occurs through the three parts of plant. Now let's see the importance of transpiration. Importance of transpiration. So first importance is provides the cooling effect. How it's provide cooling effect? Exactly, when the water is lost from the upper part of plant, the surroundings of the plant will become the cool. जो plant के surrounding it will become cool because the excess water is removed. The second, it helps in the ascent of sap. How it's help in ascent of sap? It is important thing, because when water is lost from the leaf, then leaf having the lower amount of water, due to which it pulls the water upward because of osmosis. जहाँ पर कम amount होगा और जहाँ maximum होगा, maximum से water क्या होगा, upward direction में चढ़ेगा. That means due to the less amount of water, it creates a suction. And that suction is known as the suction pull or transpirational pull. Because of transpiration, this pull occurs. That's why this pull is known as the transpirational pull, and this pull just absorb the water upside, just like you are drinking juice from the straw. The pull is not that much, मतलब इतना high pressure नहीं होता है जितना आप juice को straw से drink करते हैं, but this is sufficient to move the water upward direction. Now let's see the factors affect the transpiration. Factors that affect. So first factor is the temperature. Why temperature is important? If the temperature is higher, the temperature is exceed at that time, what happened? The water is evaporate from the surface of the leaf and more water is going to pull. That means temperature, if temperature is higher, the rate of respiration is higher. High temperature, rate of respiration high. Rate of transpiration high, sorry. Now let's see another thing, the wind. If the speed of wind is higher, so the rate of transpiration is also higher because wind evaporate the surface water. Third one, humidity. Now if the humidity is there in the atmosphere, the rate of transpiration will be less because the surrounding air is already saturated with the water. The fourth one is the light. If the light is there, that means during the sunlight, so light helps in opening the stomata wider. It helps the opening the stomata wider. That's why the rate of transpiration will also increase. And the last one is soil water. Soil water, that means if the amount of water is less in soil, so the rate of transpiration is reduced because water is not present and the movement of water is due to the osmosis from higher to lower. That's why the rate of transpiration will also be reduced. So this is all about the factors that affect the transpiration. I hope you all are understanding the topic. Watch the video, understand that thing which is going to be explained. Till then, bye bye. Thank you.